What's up, Tang Gang? This is how much I probably eat in 10 days. About 10 days. It takes me 10 days by myself without the kids. You know, I have other kimchis for kids. You know, I make my own and, you know, because I have a big family. Anyways, so I told Daddy Tang the other day, Daddy Tang, you have so much power. Aren't you gonna help me? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, help me out. You have all this power, help me out. And he's like, what do you need? I was like, I want you to hire a spy for me. He's like, a spy? I was like, yeah, a spy. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I need mother-in-law's recipe. You need to hire somebody, a spy, to go into mother-in-law and get the recipe and get it out so I could show it to my viewers. He was like, how am I gonna do that? I was like, ding, 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 hello. God, I gotta tell you everything around here. I told it. Today, I have a spy. There's a contract just in case. You know, I have to say, really, I had nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? I made her sign the paper and stamp the paper and everything. She stole the recipe for mother-in-law's kimchi. Red kimchi, white kimchi. And she's gonna share with us here today. The moment you guys have been waiting for. Today. Are you ready? Let's invite the spy. Oh, here comes the spy! Here comes the spy! So, who are you? Tell me who you are.
Well, I have this kimchi company.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Mother-in-Law's Kimchi. You
Right? So are you a spy?
No, I'm a CEO. I'm the founder.
Oh my God! CEO of Mother-in-Law's here! Woo! Guys, I have CEO of Mother-in-Law! Oh my gosh! CEO of Mother-in-law! Do you guys understand what this means to me? That means I'm moving up in life! God! How are you? Tell me your name. Tell my viewers your name.
My name's Lauren Chan, and I founded Mother-in-Law's Kimchi in 2009.
Oh my gosh! And tell me more about your kimchi, your company.
Oh, my mom had this great kimchi recipe from her restaurant in Garden Grove called Mother-in-Law's House, Changmo-jip. And she used to just pack me up this kimchi every time when I would go visit her, and I live in New York. And so I just would share it with my friends, and everyone said, this is the most amazing kimchi.
Oh my gosh,
you have to share it with the world.
Do you think your regular kimchi tastes a little different than vegan kimchi?
Yeah.
Because I've never tried the regular one.
We have the regular one, which is the 2 recipes from my mom's restaurant. And it's the house Napa cabbage and the gaktugi, the moo daikon radish. And then we got the 2 vegan kimchi, the regular spicy vegan mak kimchi, and then we got the white kimchi.
Oh my God, I love your white kimchi.
I think the big difference, and everybody, you know, at first were like, I didn't know kimchi was non-vegan. And I said, well, because, you know, in the Korean tradition, it depends on, like, you know, where you're from. If you're from the north or the south, they all use different ingredients.
Right,
so,
right.
And they use what they had, and I think that the big difference is that the non-vegan kimchi, traditional style, really has like fish sauce, and it has the shrimp paste, and then sometimes you could use beef broth, or you could use, you know, other things, you know, depending on where you're from. And it just, I say it's like bolognese sauce, like making a meat sauce pasta, like tomato sauce, or something that like is just tomato and basil, and it's like a clean taste, you know.
So are you vegan?
I am on some days.
So what made you make vegan kimchi? Because a lot of kimchi company will never really make a vegan kimchi, but what made you decide to make one for us?
Because I think that really kimchi is just, you know, has so much story, and it's not just cabbage. Just like you can make oi kimchi with cucumbers or with scallions all year long. I think that it's really important to show kimchi in its full breadth and scope. So I think that there's a traditional non-vegan as well as the vegan. And the vegan one is just great because it's just super, you know, crisp and clean, and delicious. So it
Definitely.
so I think it's really great because to
Yeah.
have 2 different flavor profiles.
Oh my God, that's amazing! Isn't that amazing? Well, Miss Lauren, Lady CEO, you know we've been waiting for a really long time. Do we have a coupon code today for my viewers?
Yes, we do.
What is it?
Finally, it's Tang Gang, and it's at mother-in-law's kimchi, milkkimchi.com on our website shop page.
The website will be right here, okay?
Yeah. And so the coupon is good for the first 500 orders.
Why?
Because we have limited capacity. We're a small company. And if this goes well, we'll keep doing it, so don't worry.
Yeah, you fill 500 soon, this will carry on. How much are they gonna get?
So you get 20% off your order. So that's
20%?
Kimchi and gochujang, yeah.
Kimchi or any type of sauce, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. And you only ship to US.
Yeah, so the kimchi and the food items we can only ship to the US because of the customs and all that. But for the international your fans, we'd love to ship you the cookbook, the kimchi cookbook.
Ooh.
So that's got the full story on
Guys,
all the kimchi recipe and with cooking.
This book is so beautiful. I've never seriously seen a kimchi book this beautiful in my life. And there's so many recipes, and there's like different types of kimchi and the recipes what you could make with kimchi. It's just beautiful. So oh my gosh, guys, seriously, go to Amazon. I think you sell it on Amazon, you said, right?
Yeah. It's on amazon.com, and you can get it anywhere. Actually, I met a woman from Iceland who bought one. It was amazing.
Are we gonna do a giveaway? They've been asking me to do a giveaway. Are you gonna give something for my viewers?
Yeah, so we've got 2 giveaways. We've got the giveaway for our US fans.
Only for US, I'm sorry, but the shipping, do you remember?
So
gosh, pay attention! God, sorry.
So if they, what's the tag we want to do?
Of course, we'll be right here, okay? And I will post an Instagram picture pretty soon on my Instagram, also written over here. And then all you have to do is tag and just repost, and then I'll make sure when I go to Instagram, I'll give you instruction what to do. But the winner, go ahead.
So the winner will get a set of mother-in-law's kimchi, vegan, of course, the 2 flavors, and then also we'll put in a set of our delicious gochujang sauces. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay. The winner will be announced on Instagram only because, it's like an Instagram thing, But I mean, if you want to tag yourself on YouTube and spread this, go ahead. We don't mind either. And another giveaway for my international viewers, what do we have for them?
So all the international viewers, you faraway folks there, we're going to show some mother-in-law's love. So we'll ship you an autographed copy of the kimchi cookbook, and we'll get that to you wherever you are.
How many people are you going to give it to?
1. Not too many, too little. 2.
Let's make it 2. Okay. So 2. So the total 3 winner will be for this giveaway. And you know what? If this company gets bigger, maybe she'll do like whoever's watching, we all get kimchi. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Okay. Now she's gonna share with us how to make this kimchi, some of her secret recipe. It's gonna be here. Are you gonna teach us to make red kimchi only, Lauren? CEO?
No, we're gonna do both. We're gonna do the spicy vegan as well as the white kimchi. So it's gonna be very awesome.
Yeah, ready? Let's do this. Okay, so she's first gonna teach us how to cut the pechu. This is Napa cabbage, right? And can you tell the difference between a good cabbage and a bad cabbage?
Oh, well,
she's a queen of kimchi.
You want the density of the cabbage, and depending on sometimes during the year, like the summer ones, they get like not so dense because they kind of like certain conditions to grow well. So like the fall kind of cool nights and cool kind of climate like that. So that's why traditionally in Korea they had the best cabbage that they harvested was like right in November, for the kimjang. Which is basically, I call it the kimchi block party. Where in the old days, you got all your family and people in the neighborhood together.
A little crazy, I think.
And each family made like 400 pounds of kimchi for the entire winter. And so before refrigerator, they would keep it in these. This is a little miniature one, but like
huge one,
about like 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
This thing called ongi, and they would bury it in the ground. So it's like this big tradition.
Crazy.
But this is pretty good. So we're just kind of discarding the the unwanted kind of pieces.
Well, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half.
Yeah.
Half she's gonna teach you how to make the white one, and then I'm gonna cut one for the red one.
Yeah.
Right?
See, yeah.
And the hard part now.
Yeah, see? And you're doing it perfectly because that's how you do it. You just cut the bottom part and then you kind of rip the middle part. Like
Mommy Tang? Of course I know, Lauren. God. All right, let's and then if you want to watch how to make white, okay, you can explain. I'll just do it. I know what to do. So you explain what we're doing.
So basically, I'm gonna take the white kimchi and I'm gonna, you're gonna spice up yours. Mine's not gonna be as spicy, but the cutting of the vegetable of the cabbage is really important in Korean and the kimchi making because it kind of helps you understand how it ferments. So the bigger the pieces of the cabbage or the vegetable, the longer it takes to ferment, ferment slowly. And so it's gonna have like these really good deep flavors of fermentation. So when you take like vegetable and you just chop it up a lot, it might ferment faster, but the flavor is gonna be really different than say if you take a cabbage, and you cut it less. So like even that kimchi that I was talking about for the winter months, they would only cut it in halves and then they would stuff it. So it's like halves of cabbage to make sure that it could last for 4 or 5 months of fermentation. So that's why the flavor of fermentation is really dictated by how you cut the vegetable and what kind of vegetable you use.
I just got the shiver down my back when she told me that. I was like, what? I never knew that. Oh God.
But Koreans, traditionally the culture is very agrarian, so we have a very much love for the vegetables.
Right.
I'm doing these long strips of cut, which is very signature to mother-in-law's kimchi, both our original recipe and then this white kimchi. It's called like gochujang style, which means kind of like you are long strips of cabbage, and it's kind of meant to actually be eaten very fresh. Thank you, you're so good.
Yeah.
So
Thick piece.
So I'm just kind of cutting it in these kind of quarters, and they're kind of these long sort of rectangular shapes.
Yeah. Compared to mine, look at Mom cutting mine into
squares. Yeah.
Wait,
And
let me-
squares is that's like a and that mock piece. Is supposed to be like the size that's perfect size to put in your mouth.
Yeah, like that.
So the Koreans are really into the size. And the shape.
And the texture. That's why kimchi is amazing because the texture. We like the jorgi. I was talking about jorgi.
That's right. I love that episode.
Oh my God, Anne. Oh my God, she's so sweet. Oh my God, I can't believe I have mother-in-law CEO in my house, not a spy. Okay, some viewers will be like, wait, is she a spy? Still don't get it. She's not a spy. She is CEO. If you don't know what CEO is, look that up, okay? God, I can't teach you everything.
Yeah, so this is a really good cabbage. Your mom picked an awesome one.
We're doing a hot competition here. Who's cutting faster,
See, that's why I had you chop that one, because you were such a better chopper than me.
Guys, I can't believe I have mother-in-law, you know what I mean? Sharing her secret recipe and everything. J-Dog, right? J-Dog said to me the other day, she's like, wow, she's nice. She's showing her secret recipe? I was like, that's right. Oh yeah, why did you name her mother-in-law, by the way?
Oh, so it's named after my mom's restaurant in Garden Grove, California, Changmochik, which means mother-in-law's house.
But this is very different. Mother-in-law for son's side, mother-in-law for mother's side is so different because think about it. When your husband's mom makes you kimchi, brings it home, basically she's making it for their son. If your mother brings you the kimchi, which is 장모님, she's making it for you, really.
Yeah. So the idea is that the mother-in-law is constantly spoiling the son-in-law, hence, make sure that her daughter is taken care of. So it's this love of her daughter and the son-in-law and spoiling them with food and And also in the kimchi making tradition, interestingly enough, that I found out is that, you know, when you marry into the husband's family, you learn how to make the family recipe of the kimchi, which is like making the secret apple pie. It's really the best.
And wait, this recipe is your mom's recipe, right?
Yeah, my mom's restaurant.
Say something to your mom.
Hi, Oma.
I'm so happy that you created this. Can she speak English? Is she good at English?
Yeah, she's
good? Yeah. 감사합니다. 너무 감사해요. 이거 너무 맛있어요. 최고. Okay, so salt. Is salt important?
Yeah, so Koreans traditionally love to use sea salt, and sea salt is really the ideal salt.
So if you think, do you have to use Korean salt, do you think?
No, I mean, like we use kosher salt, or, you know, that would be really ideal. It would just really it depends on what salt you use and how it's going to kind of penetrate or really kind of help the brining process.
I just feel like the Korean salts are cheaper. Like if you want to get this in American, like a Whole Food, to buy sea salt this big, it'll cost you like $50, I think.
Yeah.
Right? In Korean supermarkets, it's like, this was like $5, I think.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the Koreans really prize sea salt, so it's like one of the really prized pantry items is to make sure that you have good salt.
All right, so how do we do this? What's our next step?
So you want to take, you know, the salt and then really kind of sprinkle.
How much? Just I'm not gonna do how much. Sprinkle.
Yeah. I think it's about, you know,
do we
like
put water or something?
2 tablespoons per a whole thing of cabbage, but the recipes are
And then you want to, and then what else?
And you want to probably put some water in here or something, because it seems.
We got water.
So the idea is to kind of make sure that the salting is brining, and then you know, so if you cut the cabbage, it could take anywhere from an hour to 2. But if it's like whole piece, like a half piece of cabbage, whatever, you would brine it overnight. But it also depends on, you know, you could do a dry salt, which makes the kimchi brine faster, like I'm doing
this?
It. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or if you put it in water and salt, then you can do it like overnight.
CEO knows something else, but I don't know. Oh my God. So you could just literally do this then without putting water?
Yeah. I mean, I would just put a little bit of water just to make sure that you got some moisture in here, because it's going to draw the water out of the cabbage or whatever vegetable you're making. So a lot of especially even the summer kimchi making, you know, they directly put salt so that it's like a quick, you know, brine. And then especially like kimchi, which is my favorite in the summertime. Yeah. Just put some salt in there, and then you kind of drain out the extra salt, and you can give it a quick rinse, because you know, a lot of people think kimchi is so salty, but like the salt is like you kind of put it in, and then you drain a lot of it off. You know, you rinse it. Yeah, it's longer.
So I already made this before she came, you know, just to good for the YouTube purposes, whatever. But as you could see, look.
Yeah, so mine are like long strips, like this.
You know, she cut it in half. I didn't. I don't know what I was doing, I guess. You know, I thought I got a spy today, but I got a CEO here. And so you see this water, and then the kimchi. How do you know they're done? Like, you know, I usually bend it like this.
Yeah.
And if they bend without breaking, they're done. That's what I say. What do you think?
I mean, I think that's a really great way to check. Yeah, and I like to kind of taste it.
I did do that. I thought I was the only one. This is mukbang.
You want the salt, like the salted water, to taste like the ocean. That's what I say, like the ocean.
What do you think? I did a good job with this?
And then you get the sweetness of the cabbage. It's perfect. Now it's like ready for the seasoning.
Right. Yeah. So what do? You drain the water. Do you wash it a couple times?
I love that picture like that.
I know, right?
So tasty.
I did too. You just wash it like that? You just wash it? Rinse it out?
Give it a quick rinse to just get the any additional like salt out. You don't want to over rinse it, because you do want a little bit of salinity in your cabbage, because that's the thing that's going to cause lactobacillus and the fermentation to happen. So.
Oh my gosh. Seawater. That's a good one.
Yeah, right?
I like that.
Pada.
Pada means the ocean. Let's rinse this out. We'll be back. Okay, so we rinsed and then we drained, like so, right? And I always try the kimchi right after I do this.
It's all about, really tasting it as you go along. It's such a part of Korean cooking, like tasting as you go along.
Yeah, and then so what should we do next? What's our next step?
So now we're gonna make the seasoning, and literally we're just gonna take one and like make it spicy, and one is gonna be not spicy, and so it's mild white.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Can you explain? Because I know one of your book, and I use for my kimchi. I use this too sometimes. So
Yeah, so you could use, so instead of using like the fermented fish sauce or anything like that, you can use like just take dehydrated mushrooms, and it doesn't, you know, it could even be porcini mushrooms, and just make this kind of mushroom broth extract, and you can use that to flavor your vegan kimchi. But what's the great thing about it is this is like making a salad. You can put like whatever your imagination wants you to, you know. So if you have apples, you can put in some apples in there. You can put in, you know, I don't know, citrus. Why not? Like put some citrus, you know, peels. It'll just be whatever you want it to be. So that's what's really
I've never thought
great.
of putting citrus, because only I feel like, because I'm Korean, you want to, you know, make the traditional Korean, but like you don't, some of the viewers don't know what kimchi is. You definitely want to try mother-in-law's kimchi. And you know, and wait, do you have to use Korean gochugaru, which is the hot pepper powder, hot pepper powder?
Yeah, that's really no substitute for that.
Right?
You
Some
have
people
to
use
gochugaru.
Mexican, like red pepper. Some
Yeah.
people use like jalapeno pepper. Can you do that?
But you're not really gonna get kimchi.
Right? So
That's right,
Korean
just, yeah.
pepper basically look like this when they're, well, this is a little bit on the drier side, but this is what that is.
Yeah.
And you could actually dry them at home. Sometimes I do that. I dry them at home,
Yeah.
and then you could grind it up in your coffee mixer, right?
Right.
But really, I really think you need to, right?
Yeah, you need to get the bag of the good gochugaru, and how you know it's good is if when you smell and you know get like the bright color, but also it's just kind of smoky, and you don't want it too hot either. You want a balance, you know. So even when you make the spicy kimchi, you don't make it so it's like super hot, and
Yeah,
everybody goes,
right.
"Oh, I want it hotter," and I'm like, "No, it's supposed to be like balanced." Like, you know, when you drink wine and you want everything to be smooth and nice, like that's how you want your
Compared
kimchi
to wine?
to be.
Yes, yes. Okay, so we're gonna get a mixer. Okay, so what should we do next?
So we're gonna take the basis of all the seasoning, which is you know garlic and onion.
Okay, so let's do this.
And a little bit of ginger.
Onion?
Yeah, that's amazing when you do that. Your knife skills, yeah.
Should I put two? One for?
Yeah, one for each. We'll
One
just
for
do
each. So we're just gonna make the sauce together.
Yeah.
And then we just split it up, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And then we're
so.
just gonna put pepper in yours.
Okay. And then what goes in there next?
And then let's throw some peeled garlic here, and I'm just gonna throw in maybe about that much. We don't want to overpower with garlic. You know, it's like if I do 3 times, you know, probably onions, I'll do like, you know, 1/3 garlic and then 1/3 ginger.
Oh, wait. And then what else? Do we have an apple here?
Yeah, and you had an apple here.
Okay. I know, right? Okay, let me go get it. So we want to use apple. How many apples should we use?
I would probably use at least, you know, half or maybe a little
bit more?
Half, yeah.
Say stop.
Let's just, yeah, that's good.
This piece or
Yeah,
just
that piece.
Okay. And then some ginger.
Yeah.
You guys all know what ginger is, right? Okay.
I'm gonna put like a tablespoonful. Yeah, that's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like half of.
You want to put less than garlic because you don't want the ginger to overpower the garlic.
Yeah. Do you put the juice or do you just put the whole ginger?
I'll just put the whole ginger, a puree right in
Like
there.
this?
So yeah.
Okay.
So your blender is really going to be your best friend when
yeah.
you're making the kimchi seasoning. So I think
Okay.
we've got all the basics in there. We can puree that.
Okay. Okay. And then you add water. This is regular water. I'm
Yeah.
just using her cup. You know.
I would
'cause
just do maybe half that.
Half of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And then you just blend it up, right? And that's like the
The base, yeah.
of the sauce.
It's so easy making it vegan because you don't have to have fuss with all the other, you know, sauces. Like
I know, right?
yeah,
Vegans like to live easy.
it's a little less stinky too.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. It looks like almost like a yogurt or something like that. I don't know.
So what I'm gonna do is add probably we want to add a little bit of sea salt in here too, just because you want a certain amount of salinity to happen, or else it won't really ferment properly. Thank you for the kimchi gloves here.
It's like
Saves your hands.
$0.79.
You don't want all that salt in your hands.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, I actually did this once and I didn't have gloves on, and the next day I died. My hands were on fire for like.
Yeah, you don't want all those chili flakes on there.
Yeah, so you could use any type of gloves. You don't have to be this one, but a lot of Koreans use their hands to mix their food, so they sell these at any Korean supermarket, right? So wait, put some salt. We usually just put a little bit in there.
Yeah, and into that.
This much?
Yeah, that's great. I think that's enough. Yeah.
Mother-in-law's kimchi at my own house. So should I pour half here and half there?
Sure.
All right, let's do this half here and half there.
Open up this bag.
Guys, you guys have no idea. This means a lot to me. It means a lot to my viewers too.
I'm never gonna open this.
Oh gosh, here.
I'll let you use the knife.
There you go.
All right, so how much?
Well, and then you tell me how to make the white one, and then you tell me how to make the red one. Oops.
Well, I think we got it made here. All we have to do is mix this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So let's see how much do you want to put here?
I don't know. You're the CEO.
You just stick your hand out, and then I know how much. I think I'm gonna eyeball that.
Eyeball is always the best. I do eyeball recipe.
I'm gonna do 3/4 of a cup.
Oh, 3/4 of a
that
cup.
is.
She eyeballed it, but she knew how much it was. And then you just. Is there any like important thing not to do while you do this? Because I know sometimes certain kimchi you can't really rub it in, you know. But we're teaching them how to make. Oh,
so I love the smell. It just reminds me of when I was 6 and making kimchi with my grandmother, right?
Oh.
Yeah, remember?
I miss my grandma. Is she still alive?
No.
Same with mine.
Yeah, but you know, every time you make it, it's like this your heritage. You know, it's like you're going back in time. And, it smells so great. So, I mean, the mixing is really important because you're breaking down and really mixing the seasoning into the cabbage.
But I noticed though, a little bit of your white kimchi was a little red. It wasn't pure white.
Yeah, so sometimes what we do also is we put a little bit of I would say half of a red bell pepper and puree that too. And it gives it a natural sweetness. So stuff like onion and using like the red bell pepper like that, it just gives it a natural sweetness and you're just melding all these flavors
So for this one, if you don't, let's say you could only find napa cabbage and you don't have the gochugaru, which is the red pepper, you could just use bell pepper to make the white one. Right. How smart is that?
But you know, I mean, the great thing about it is, you know, once you start making kimchi at home, you'll hopefully just continue and try different things, because I swear it's just so much fun to just put different things in here.
Oh, you know, this is not
in season. Is it good?
Oh my god, you know, I make mine a lot like darker when I make mine, you know what I mean? But yours is your recipe is very light. It's very light. It's very summery.
Yeah. I think it's really because I think the kimchi should be not so like potent and, you know, like the strong garlicky. It's really like, again, it's like this balance.
Oh my god, because you could taste the napa cabbage at the same time you could taste.
Yeah. And that's just the first thing. I mean, just wait until it really kind of comes together.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing, guys. Mother-in-law, see
how pretty mine is. Mine's green.
Look at this.
All that beautiful yellow part of the napa cabbage.
Can you add something just for the color?
Yeah, and you add something. Yeah.
To show them, I'm gonna use the red one to show them.
So, you know, this pek kimchi is a northern Korean style, but it's really, and you know, the chili flakes only happened in Korean cooking in about the 18th century because of it came from sort of the Portuguese brought it to Japan and then it traveled to Korea. But up until then, all the kimchi was really mild, or all the cooking.
Okay.
So really interestingly enough, I think that it's so pretty. The chili flakes and how it sort of became so much of the cooking really started from the South, and a lot of just the summers and how warm it is down in the South. They really used the chili flakes as a natural preservative.
Oh wow!
They started putting it in everything, and then hence they started making gochujang, in there too, and so it's really
CEO knows what she's talking about. Oh my god, you must have studied kimchi.
Well, it was not a major in college.
That's what I say too. Somebody asked me about how to make rice. I was like, listen, I know a lot about rice. I've been making rice, but I didn't go to college for rice or anything,
Oh, this is so beautiful.
It is, guys. And then the taste is amazing. I'm telling you, I make kimchi all the time at home, and this is just absolutely, seriously, like so refreshing.
Yeah.
And what do you do next?
Well, we would normally put it in those jars.
You fill it up all the way.
Right. I would probably just go like right around here. Now, what's gonna happen is that, as you know, this is super fresh, but kimchi's gotta start to ferment. And it happens about 3 or 4 days. You wanna put a lid on it. You wanna, really kind of keep it away from oxygen, because you're really getting it going there. So you'll start to see it bubble in really literally about 3 or 4 days if you leave it out, in ambient temperature. You don't want it in direct sunlight because the bacteria like to be, it's a place dark.
Right.
So you should be able to see it bubbling, and then once it starts to bubble and you open it up, you could see it, really bubbling up, and it's ready to ferment, and that's the delicious part.
Because some people say it's bubbly, it was too sour, is it old?
Yeah, they think that it's really unsafe, and I think that people are not understanding that that's lactobacillus. That's all that good stuff for your gut, and that's all happening. All the little bacteria are all getting inside and forming. So that's, it's like I call it the champagne of pickles, because that's what kimchi is. It's really,
she's my champagne wine. Oh, thank you.
So don't be afraid of the bubbles.
Yeah.
But be very careful when you open it, because it will spill out and bubble up, because that's all that natural pressure building up.
I actually have a lot of recipes that I make with kimchi, the 국물, which is the broth. I make xoxo with it, noodle with
broth
it.
Is so good. Yeah.
I make sometimes put it in rice and make bibimbap. Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah. The liquid, the kimchi liquid is like, don't throw that away. I always tell people, don't throw it away. You can drink it. It's so good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
CEO, mother-in-law. Oh! Guys, okay. Can you promise us maybe in about, maybe 5-6 months later, you come here and they reveal maybe another recipe for us? Can you do that for us?
Absolutely.
Yay! She promised us here on Mommy Tang's channel. And give her some love. Go to her website. Is there anything that maybe, I don't know, do you have a website that you...
Our website, milkkimchi.com, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah. Like I said, we're going to do all that giveaway, so just look out for it. Maybe I'll start maybe tomorrow, or a day after. I'll work on the, and... Yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. And thank you, Tang. I'll see you later. Bye! Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. This is so great. This is amazing. I make kimchi all the time. It never came out because I put so much more gochugaru.
Did you? Why did you put so much gochugaru?
Because I just figured that because it was vegan, I figured when you put 새우젓 or something, it's powerful. So I was like, I used to put so much, but this is more.
Yeah, put more like especially onion or something. It gives it more back flavor.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I always wonder about that. I was like.
And then that blender, just puree everything. It's so easy.
이것도 just taste just.
Yeah, the pechu.
Oh my god.
So easy, right?
Oh my god.